Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Grow You Girl channel. I want to thank those of you who are new subscribers. We had quite a bit of new subscribers in this past week, which is exciting in so many ways because one of the ways that we grow here on YouTube is by getting subscribers, which of course at no cost to our subscribers. It's just that by you doing that, it lets the algorithm know that, hey, maybe we have something of value to share. And last week, I think the content around planning your garden for 2025 piqued some interest in some. So if you missed that video, be sure to, I'll put a link down below for that. And you notice my tree is still up, and I've turned it into a Valentine's tree because I love the lights of the Christmas tree, or the winter tree, as someone called it this week. Just around this time of year, it's cold outside. It's kind of trying to snow. We haven't had that much snow here, and I'm in Boulder, Colorado, and we've had a little bit, but not very much snow. So it seems like there's some coming down out there. I am going to be bringing these videos to you every Sunday morning. I decided early Sunday is the best time to get it out. I had such a huge response last week. I'm going to keep trying with that. And again, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sherry. And I love to garden. I really do. And it's really what compelled me to switch over what had been I did a little bit on YouTube in the past few years as in my role as a business coach, but I was so busy with my work in that I didn't do much on it. So I decided to create the Grow You Girl channel, concentrate more on gardening and just things that help us to be more creative. I mean, that's one of the things that I love about gardening is it sparks my creativity in so many ways. So whether I'm indoors doing my plants, which I am now because obviously I'm not gardening outside, I'm in zone 6A, and it just doesn't happen this time of year. But I've got my amaryllis that are getting ready to, I'll put some at the end of this video. I'll show you what's happening with my amaryllis and my paper whites. And of course, then I have my whole sunroom, which I've shared on this channel before, with lots of plants in it. And it's just really, I believe that creativity is the basis for happiness. The more creative we are, the happier we are. It just goes on and on from there. So today's video is really geared towards the other element of gardening, and that's the projects that we have around the garden, not necessarily gardening in itself, but the projects, if you know what I'm saying. This last year, we were blessed enough to, we got a gazebo from Costco, and between my husband and I, and Ed is really the workhorse on a lot of these projects, as you will see in today's video, about how we did a cover for our garbage cans, which, ladies, I don't know about you or anybody watching this, but I have been wanting to have this fence put up around our garbage cans for years because it was like the first thing you saw when you came up towards our house. So, so we did the gazebo this year. We put a patio on my she shed in. Both of those projects, I'll put a link here in the video just for a little inspiration for you, and just to start thinking about what are the projects that you want to do in the year ahead. Maybe it's indoors right now is a great time to be doing projects when I'm really busy clearing cupboards and different things, but the bigger projects outside, what is it that you want to see in the year ahead? And hopefully that today's video will inspire you. So without further ado, I will go ahead and let that video roll here and then come back here at the end and I'll share something else with you. All right, enjoy. So I'm sure I'm not alone in my disregard for the trash can situation. Now, we used to, for years, have them leaning up against the house over here. And I always hated it because, the street is right here. And the first thing you see coming up to our house are the trash cans. Didn't like it. We've tried so many things over the years. So this is actually Ed's project. He's going to be joining us in a minute. He's actually at Home Depot getting more screws. Always something to get up at Home Depot, right? But we had this concrete patio. It's a little bigger than I had anticipated, but we had this poured. You can see from these posts here that we're going to build a wood structure fencing around it. They're up here in the trailer. And that's what we're going to finish up today, is this project, so that you can't see the trash cans anymore. Now, I have a little mixed feelings about it all, but we'll see how it all turns out. Ed is gung-ho for this project, and I'm excited for that he is so gung-ho, because he's been doing the majority of the work. He put the posts in yesterday, cemented them in. We've got a ramp coming down here, and as you can see, this got poured just about the time that the patio did for the she shed. And so the truck was right there and came down. And yeah, so now we just have to put the fencing around it. I hope it's, like, again, I think it's so big, but Ed guarantees me it's exactly what we need. So I'd love to know in the comments, what do you do with your trash cans? Like, how do you deal with hiding them from the world? And we've got our recycles, our compost, and our trash all in here. So they've added a lot of cans over the years. I look forward to not being able to see them. And so I'll wait for him to get back from Home Depot, and away we go. All right, well, look who's back from Home Depot. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. So it was this wide and this long because I wanted to do sections of fencing so I didn't have to construct a fence, and you could buy them different places, Home, Lowe's, and all that kind of stuff. We used some in the back, some plastic ones that came out really nice, resin ones, I guess. So this one, they're 8-foot posts. I buried them all 18 inches down, concrete, but it's on quite a slope. So you see these are really tall, and down there are about as tall as we are. So what happens is we're going to make them, we're going to have these sit on the ground so that they'll look level instead of having them staggered. There's only 2 there. So right now I poured the concrete. I got it in last night, 6 o'clock last night. So, but it was a cold night. It was in the 30s. So I want the concrete to cure a little more before we attach it to it in case we get any wind. So right now I just want to lay them up here. I pre-drilled them so that they don't split. I use a little tool that you could set it. So you just put it up there and you could set the length and the depth, and it just goes and pre-drills these right here so that they don't split because they're close to the end.
Oh, close to the end. Right.
So these are really cool because this gap is 1 3/4 inches. These are 4x4s, which are actually 3.5 inches. So when you put 2 together, these will come right together, and they'll be one. You'll see. After I get all together, I'll trim these off. We're just going to stack this one here, put one over there, put one over there against, and I could drill them all and just let it sit for a while until we get a good couple hours in the sun of it curing, which would be good.
Okay.
That'll be 24 hours today.
Let's do it. What do you think, Lone? Yeah.
Sounds
let's
great.
Do it.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pick it up. Well, you're going to pick it up, okay?
Okay.
And all we're going to do is get up here and we're going to set it on these boards, see?
Got it.
So this should fit. This will fit right in here nice. But all I want to do, I want to come up here, push it back, and just lean it on it, okay?
Okay. Okay, so now you're going to drill the holes that you talked about, right?
Yep, pre-drill them.
Pre-drill, and then
we'll do the same thing over here.
Put that over there.
So from this time, we're doing this side, but we're going to keep this one level from here. So when you look at it from the corner,
do we need to clean this up down here?
No, because it's going to be above it.
I know, but you won't be able to get to it. Shouldn't that be level?
No, it doesn't matter, because it's going to be way up in the air.
Oh, it is? See, yeah. I know, that's what I'm saying, but so that there's...
Well, I have this dirt over here I was going to fill in with it later.
You don't want to do that now?
No.
Wouldn't it be easier?
No. This is most important.
I disagree, but...
No, go take care of your flowers, as
You
we say.
know, I'd love to. I'd love
You
to.
got dirty. Oh no.
I am dirty. Thanks a lot. I was looking so pristine before. Okay.
So now we're going to set up on there. One's bigger than the other because of the slope. So we're getting up there. You just hold like we were last time. Try and get it so it's even. I'll go inside when it's even to this, to the other one,
Okay.
to come across. And we'll just put a couple screws in there and see how we'll level it up.
Okay.
So it might take us a little bit because we have to go around because the other one was close. So this one's just a little different, okay?
Just a little different.
So you go out that way, sweetie.
All right. Move it, Abby girl. So this project, cost-wise, the wood was $400,
Yeah, 450.
$450.
It's good too. Yeah, that's really good. How the hell did that happen, Sherry?
I don't know. It was probably because I'm so skilled at
Probably my excellent measurement.
No, it was my my push. I pushed it perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how those people on TV, they must have a lot edited out. That's all I gotta
Yeah,
say.
that's why God invented editing.
You're so smart.
The smartest man I ever met. Yeah.
Oh, we're so happy.
So happy.
The magic of editing. Let's get it out.
All right.
Let's get it out and put it here.
We have taken some lunch breaks and a few other things, and we're back. And it got a little warmer here too.
So what do you want to do? So do you want to
Whatever.
have this discussion now, or if we make it level, right? It'll be above this, so you don't really want to see it. It'll be like this. It'll be high because the property is, of course, it goes down and then it levels out. Tell you what, let's set it up here. This is about level here, okay, where we want it. So we'll set it up on here, and I'll put a couple screws in and see what it looks like from back here.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's heavy, but it's not horrible.
Oh, that's because she's working on. Get rid of all those lunch ladies. Okay, so remember, dig it down. Go down farther with your hands. There you go. Oh, look at that.
Level?
I can't believe I actually pulled that off.
I can. Because your dad's smart, girls.
Oh my God, it's almost a professional.
Almost like a professional.
People are watching the videos, think we're supposed to be teaching them something, and here we are, we don't know. We're
well, I
learning
think everybody's
ourselves.
learning as they go, aren't they?
Well, let's see here. How close are we? It's a pretty good gap. See if you could push that in a little bit. Like just push the whole thing. Like
This?
yeah. With all your might. Okay, right there. Keep going. Right there. Okay, that's there. You still pushing?
No. High five.
Good?
All you gotta do is put the screws in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screws and trim that two tops off. Hey there, I'm taking over for Sherry for a little bit. She's in the middle of something, but it's a beautiful day, so we gotta get it while we can in Colorado. So we've decided to stain this to match the front of the house because it's better for the wood. It'll look better. This is kind of bright as you go down the road. So what I gotta do is take off the railing first so I have access to it, and we'll start at the top and we'll talk about it then. So we'll put our gloves on because even though this is water soluble, unlike in the old days where it was just oil and I hated that stuff, the water soluble is pretty cool in the fact that it doesn't smell really bad and it's easy clean up. You know, you can just go in the sink and rinse stuff, and it's supposed to be non-toxic, but I don't, I don't trust the chemicals. So it's a fair product. Comes in all different stains. It's cedar. Um, I don't know if it's my choice, but it matches the front of the house. It's what the contractor used years ago, so it'll kind of look like we know what we were doing. So with the board, I've never done this before. When you're staining boards, you don't want to stain like, when you're painting, just come down here because it'll dry. It dries fast, especially with the water soluble. So you want to start here and work it like this all the way across so that the board stains that way. And then work a board all the way down on the outside. So I've never done this before, so wish me luck. Hopefully I don't paint the dog too. So we'll go a little while, and then periodically I check up and I see how we do. So we just started, and I was painting with the brush, and I said, oh, look at a little bug flying around. But let's try the roller. I got this little roller kit. This is a 3/8 snap, and it seems to go a little easier. And I think maybe this is the way to go instead of scraping that brush all along. What do you think? Just gives a nice little coat. It's easier on the hand, that's for sure. Well, I use this one. Using this one, it's made for cabinets and doors, but I think it's a foam one. I think it just puts too much stain on it right away, and God, I hate to say it, I might go back to the brush. I think it gives it a little better, or maybe the other roller. So we'll go through there and see what I come up with. I went back to the brush. It was just sucking in so much stain. It says 2 coats, but reading the fine print on the can, it said we should light sand it. So I got some really rough sandpaper here. I'm gonna take a little sand and just sand it off and see if we get a little bit of coverage, and see how we do. So just take a few minutes. Okay, so here I ended up brushing it, and this is 1 coat. I had to go get that second gallon to do it. So it came out, but it looks pretty good, doesn't it? In the evening, afternoon sun, it's 4 o'clock or so, and looks nice, huh? And I had to turn the hat around because the back of my neck was getting really red. So what I did tomorrow, I put a coat on both sides. It took about 1.5 gallons for 1 coat on the inside here too. And then tomorrow I'm going to put the second coat here. I have about 0.5 gallon, and the numbers look good on the gallon that I could do it, because I don't want to buy another gallon. They're $50. So, and my pooches help too. So thanks for hanging with me. Peace.
Okay, first of all, I'm just going to share with you. I hope you enjoyed that, by the way. And I wanted to share with you my amaryllis is just starting to bloom. If you can see that, I'm so excited. By tomorrow morning, I feel like I'll wake up. And that's one of the things that I enjoy really this time of year, is being able to watch a flower bloom. It's lovely to get flowers from the store, etc., or from a local flower purveyor if you can. But there's just something about watching a flower bloom that is the best. I hope you got a little something out of today's video about the trash cans. And I just want to do a huge shout out to Ed for all that he does around here for the projects, and how he just supports my creative habits, needs, however you want to call it. But he is just a fantastic partner, and I feel very blessed to have him in my life. And that's really, I think, what's it. I've got seeds here. I have marked my calendar, and I hope you have too, for when is the date that you're going to start planting your seeds based on, what's on the back of the seeds and what it says. One of the first things I'm going to do, and I'll share with you next week, I'm going to get them started in the week ahead. But I talked about it last week, is these eucalyptus silver drop It needs 10 to 12 weeks. And so I am going to go ahead and start it this week because I'm just itching to get something started, and I'm trying to control myself so that I don't have it taking over the house this year like I have in the past years, as I have totally fallen in love with growing seeds indoors. And lavender. I might do the lavender too because it also takes 10 to 12 weeks, and I never can seem to get enough lavender. That is it, my friends. Please, again, subscribe, do all those things that help the channel to grow. Let us know your thoughts, and we will see you back here next week. Take good care.
Thanks for growing with us, and we will see you next time. And in the meantime, be sure to like, comment, let us know what really resonated for you in this video, and then of course be sure to subscribe at no cost to you and be updated when we have new videos up to play.